Distracted Driving with your hosts, Ray Auger, Jay Pillarella, and Tim Rice. Tonight on Distracted Driving, musician and all-around good guy, Antonio Casasanta, viewer mail, Jay from Behind, and a mobile music review. Distracted Driving is brought to you by The Tradesman and Big Ol' Donuts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, three guys with nothing better to do, Ray, Jay, and Tim.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey!
That was quite an introduction.
That was very
for our first show.
Very strange.
No,
Yeah.
I love it.
Welcome to Distracted Driving.
I like how we stood in the parking lot and looked at a glowing car
It's freezing out.
and freezing out while people drove by.
Yep.
It was kind of the whole point, though.
Let me roll my window up.
Should we explain what we're doing at all?
Well,
Yeah.
I think we
our
teased
show.
it a lot on Facebook.
We do whatever
We
want.
do a lot of teasing.
So
Thank you to all the people that have joined us on Facebook.
We had over 200 likes.
200 people, and we haven't done anything yet.
So if we don't entertain you, it's your fault for liking us.
And I'm Ray, by the way.
I'm
This is-
Jay.
This is Jay.
I'm still Tim.
This is Tim over here. So yeah, we drive around and we pick someone up. Our special guest tonight is Antonio Casasanta from
Antonio Casasanta.
We're getting him in just a few minutes.
He's all around nice guy.
All around nice
He's all
guy.
around nice guy.
Antonio's going to be joining us.
Tony's going to be joining us.
This show is going to be kind of random. We're going to be doing things like Jay from Behind. We're going to do Jay from Behind tonight.
Or I could be from behind.
We're
Jay from behind, be behind.
Jay from Behind.
I don't know.
We're still working out the kinks.
Titles.
Which, by the way, I really enjoy the Kinks.
Are a great band.
Great band,
Yes.
great band.
We're also encouraging people to participate.
Yes.
As much as possible. Again, this is our first time we're doing stuff, so we're gonna need a little help from everyone out there. If you think it's something that you want us to do, if you think it's something that you want us to review, talk about, you want to call us while we're driving around. We're gonna be doing it basically the same time each week. You want to like stalk us while we're driving, by all means follow us, that kind of thing. But no, I mean we're looking for ideas here,
And we'll be communicating through our Facebook page as we're driving around, so we can let you know, give you the phone number, let you know when to call.
The 411, as the kids say these days.
If you have any questions for us, about us, anything, ask us.
We're taking viewer mail.
We have a question from Paul Beck, who's one of our friends on Facebook, and he asks, why the hell are touchscreen letters on cell phones so effing small? That's a good question, Paul.
He's got big
Jay?
mitts, too.
His big
There
hands.
you go.
So technically
It's
the
not
letters
the
aren't small,
keys.
it's his fingers.
Yeah.
So I would say get smaller fingers.
Problem solved, you're all welcome.
Boom.
All right, bam.
Thanks
Check.
thanks
If I
for
could check on
stopping
a
by.
phone, I'd check it.
I got a separate question asked last night from young Neil.
Okay.
He asked, are you guys going to be picking up any strangers, hitchhikers, that
We
is?
discussed that on the
We've had some
episode that didn't
conversation.
have the microphone.
He's not the
running.
only person that's asked that.
And I forgot what we said about that.
Apparently that would make a good show because a lot of people have asked me also.
It'll make a good show, and if that ever occurs, we're going to take that as a, burn that bridge kind of moment at a time. Because, we don't want to die,
No.
but for good TV, for good video, we'd probably do that for you.
You keep the ratings up. Maybe if they get us to a certain number of likes or we get enough fans, we'll have a special episode where we find a stranger.
There you go.
Find a stranger. That'll be like an episode.
We
With
will
a driver.
stalk and kill a stranger of your choice.
Maybe we'll make a contest
You
out
got
of
a
it.
neighbor you don't like and you know they're out walking? Let us know. We'll go find them for you.
You know what we'll do? We'll get 3 strangers, and then we'll do a call-in and vote. Stranger number 1.
Which stranger
They'll
number
be in the
2.
back with me, and no one will know which one it's going to be till the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
This is what you're looking forward to.
I like that.
It's a good thing we're recording this.
One of our viewers, Anna, who you know very personally,
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
she asked a question, who is your favorite One Direction character? They're not characters, they're real people, aren't they?
They're not real people, to be honest with you. That's part of the problem. She did ask the question, and then her defense, she got very nervous that we were actually then going to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
So now we have to.
I don't want to make fun of them because I like
I don't want to make
Anna
fun of them
very...
either because I don't think they're worthy of making
I'm
fun
not
of
going to lie, I don't really know much about them. I think I might have heard 2 of their hit singles on the radio.
That's all they have.
Is that it?
I think on the radio, I think that's all they have.
The one, blah, 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 somebody else. That one?
That was good.
That was all I remember.
And that was the musical portion from Jay from Behind.
Every now and then.
I
if you're
explained to my
lucky.
daughter my favorite One Direction singer was Bono.
Bono, that's a good one.
She
He's
said
good.
I was mistaken, and I said U2 is better than One Direction.
Yep.
So because 2 is bigger than 1, and it's very simple.
Point
And then she
Tim.
gets mad. I get
Point Tim.
I get a. She rolls her eyes and she leaves the room.
Yeah.
So. but-
Which I'm sure if she was watching from the beginning, she's rolled her eyes and left already. So she didn't even get this far.
No,
into the show.
she's already embarrassed by the fact that I'm doing this. She thinks that this is iCarly.
And if it was, we'd have such high ratings.
Not so much a question, but Arlene Legos,
Yes.
who you
Yes.
shot. She wrote a book, and
She
you
wrote a
shot
book.
the,
I just recently shot the cover.
photo.
I had a gallery with her. She's an incredible local author.
And what kind
She
of
has
books
a
does she do?
Sci-fi, Beyond Earth series. You can check her out on Facebook.
Okay,
And you can find their books at Rubber Chicken Comics too,
Yes, you
actually.
there you go.
Yep, she has
Everything ties
she has a new
together.
book unveiling that actually we'll send the link. We'll put it on the Facebook page so everybody else can join it.
What did she ask, Ray?
That was it. She
That was
just,
it.
Oh.
She wanted to
She
call
asked
out.
if we could mention her book.
Oh, well, that's, okay, now she's going to plug
So
us? Or?
that is the end of,
She will.
of
We
viewer
will get
mail.
that taken care of. So we're going to prepare to turn around and get all around nice guy, right?
Yes, let me text him.
Antonio Casasanta.
Turning
We
left,
just
Jay?
have a fun time saying his name because it's a real fun name to say, and as most of you know, Ray's actually a DJ on the radio, and and the more he drags out any name on the radio, we enjoy. So
we have to prepare for our meeting with Antonio, don't we?
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah.
listen, Antonio, he might not have a hat on, but
Which is actually much better.
here we go.
For those who know Antonio,
And actually, if you go onto is it on your site or Tim Rice Photo, the video of the
it is on my page, but I will put it on.
okay, we're gonna put it on Distracted Driving
Tonight.
Last night, Ray actually got up and sang with We Were
There's
Astronauts.
an honorary astronaut.
It was great because you guys are wearing just different colors but the same hat, so it
Yeah.
perfectly worked out. And it was a great show. I just want to say, leading up to getting him, they always put on a killer show. They always sound fantastic. But, just as of late, they've even seemed tighter than ever. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, they've been practicing a lot for their trip to LA. They're recording, so they have spent more time together, I think, in the last few months.
And these are
And
questions.
they've done a few shows. They did The Tradesman recently and Peps last night. I mean, they were a tight band anyway.
I would like to add, I really didn't hear much of the show.
He recorded it, though, and did a
I
good
saw
job.
one song. I stepped on a really little woman. If you're out there, I apologize too. None of my friends were with me to explain to her why I stepped on her.
You stepped on a woman, a small woman.
She was a small woman. I'm a big guy.
He's really big.
And
Tall,
she
too.
stood right in front of me, and I stepped on her. And she turned. She's like, "You stepped on me," and I think I laughed. And then, and then I looked around for one of you guys to be with me to explain to her why I stepped on her, and nobody was there.
You stepped on
You
yeah,
guys let me go for walks a lot by myself alone.
Oh, yeah, we totally
you
did.
disappeared.
Yeah.
At one point in time, you wanted to go check out the fort at the Tradesman. That was the cooler. That was the.
I did try to be an astronaut last night. I walked up to Antonio and asked if I could sing with a band, and he said, "We're broken down now, Tim."
They had already ended a while back.
Tim, we're at the Tradesman now.
Tim doesn't sing either, so.
Oh, Tim sings on
This is,
occasion.
you might recognize this as the intro to Distracted Driving, but it's also a We Were Astronauts song called Blue Jeans. It's the one I sang last night.
Yes.
We're actually going to be reviewing songs all the time. This is a no-brainer. Go out, get yourself a copy of Outside Boston from We Were Astronauts.
Available on iTunes.
Yep.
It's also available at the Nevermind store in Upton.
I always drive
Do you know
past,
Mick?
but I never get a chance to
Mick's
stop
a
in there.
Great guy.
It looks like an awesome store.
albums, a lot of collectibles. It's a very small store, but he's a great guy and he supports local music and all
I'm
that
just
stuff.
a
He's in a
huge
band.
fan of vinyl, and I assume he has a lot.
He's got a ton. He's a collector.
So we're gonna find Antonio standing on the side of the road somewhere, right?
All
I
right.
believe we are.
A little farther. There it is.
I don't know what side he's going to be. He might as well.
Oh, he's gonna be on the other side because I'm always on this side.
He's on the other side. We'll just circle the building.
Was he over there?
I don't know. He should be outside, shouldn't he?
Well, I can text him. Told him to be ready for us. Our first hiccup, and that's courtesy of Antonio.
Antonio.
Thank you.
Casasanta.
All I got was a K in return.
I don't know how he wears these hats.
I like this.
I like that
That
one.
gets sweaty.
Yeah.
I wear those on occasion when I'm trying to look 23.
I wear this because it's warm.
Right. There's a
There's a
difference.
practicality to my hat. It was
And
cold
that's an
out.
age thing. It's definitely an age thing. What if you hit the horn? Maybe he'll hear.
This is how we get our guests, people. We just beep a horn.
Hey, there he is.
There he is. He thinks he's on camera right now. He's not.
And now we'd like to welcome our very special guest, Antonio Casasanta.
We have applause, don't we?
I can't do two things
Ah,
at the same
we clap
time.
for ourselves in here?
I need like a whole
Awesome.
board of effects.
We're eventually going to get a whole board of effects, but until then, sometimes we have to
Awesome.
clap for ourselves. Antonio, welcome to the truck.
Thank you.
Antonio, for legal purposes, we have to let you know you're being recorded both audio and visually.
I thought you were going to tell me to put on my seatbelt.
And there will be something you have to sign later.
We do have to ask that the two of you scooch in just
You
a
gotta be
little
closer.
bit.
Scooching in.
We haven't started yet?
So we can see.
Oh, it's
Oh,
going
it's
right
going.
now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I said, hey, what's
This ain't
up?
happening.
It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I like your hat,
I
by
like
the
being
way.
this close to you.
Everyone does.
How are you?
Great, how are you doing,
Why do
guys?
you have a Batman hat on?
Why not?
We wore all your hats and
I know.
It's a role reversal.
What? I figured Ray would be wearing that hat tonight, so I figured.
I wore this hat last night. It's 2 nights in a row. That's
great.
a lot of nights for a hat like this.
this hat doesn't get out much.
It really doesn't.
It's a super
hot.
indie hat.
He's got his hand in many pies. All right, so we're here to talk about We Were Astronauts.
Okay.
Let's talk about them a little bit now.
Sure.
You
Outside
just
Boston,
had
the CD.
the fantastic CD. We were just telling people to pick it up. You can get it on iTunes. Where else?
You can get it at the Tradesman.
Get it at the Tradesman.
It's in the closet at
Tonight
the
only?
Tradesman. No, always.
It's in the
Apparently, we left the box of CDs there.
Go see Rob down at the Tradesman. He'll totally set you up with some copies of Outside Boston. Now, you guys just did a Kickstarter,
We did.
and you successfully actually managed to get all the money for this Kickstarter.
That is correct.
Okay, now what is this Kickstarter doing?
We are using the money, which is about 10 grand, to go to LA, not to pay for our expenses to get there, but just the recording time for 5 days in the studio with Warren Hewitt.
5 days in LA.
Yep.
For people
Okay.
who don't know who Warren is, explain who Warren is.
Yeah, Warren Hewitt is a producer in LA. He produced The Fray, Aerosmith's last album,
Wow.
James Blunt, Augustana, bands like that.
So, I mean, how tough is it to actually, get time with him?
You just have to be annoying, I think.
Really? And
Yeah.
is that what you were doing? Did you just keep
Yeah,
calling him?
I just call people.
What was his name
Like
again?
Ray. I just bother Ray all day, every day.
Hey.
I feel like
hey,
that's the
hey.
other way around.
Well, if you're pleasant and actually kind of funny about it, I think it comes across pretty well.
By the way, Ray, you were fantastic last night. My mom told me to remind you of that.
Moms love me,
Yeah.
man. They really do.
My mom's a big fan.
You know what I found interesting and amusing was that right before you guys finished up, you chose to do one more song, and
Yeah.
it was the song that I did. It was Blue Jeans,
Yeah.
and my first thought was I screwed it up so
They
bad
have to
that you
redo it.
had to do it the right way.
I thought it was an
Not at
ego
all.
thing,
Not
and
at
that
all.
he just really wanted to make sure that people heard his version
Well,
rather than.
I would think that some singers who wrote a song and they want to perform it, they don't want anybody else to do it. So I would understand.
But if you watch the video, he's very gracious. He's standing back. You're playing guitar. You're having a blast.
I was having a great
Yeah.
time.
This guy did 3 songs, and for the record, everyone's like, 3 songs? Jesus, why don't you let the band play? No, we planned. Tell them
this.
we planned 3 songs.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
But it's my
But at
favorite
the end of the video, you turn to the band and you turn to the group and you, one more song?
One more, right?
All right.
And the whole band looked like they weren't in on that. It had
It was an inside joke.
yeah.
The band may not have been. I know Antonio was.
I was. I was ready for it.
You guys should vote on these things.
So, how excited is your band though about going?
I think we're super excited, mostly because we're flying out on Wednesday morning. Chris, Steve, and I, and we don't have to fly with Tim. So that's really awesome.
A different Tim. Yeah.
No, our Tim.
I know people are
Because he just
gonna
makes
assume it's Tim.
he makes a lot of noise. No, not you, Tim.
Yeah, different Tim.
Does he make traveling uncomfortable
Oh
for you
yeah.
guys?
Oh yeah. But we love him.
Of course.
He
but
won't see this, right?
No, he will.
is there something that happened in the past that...
Yeah, we went.
You'd
we
like to
went,
share?
We went to Nashville, and he forgot his breathing apparatus at night. So we made him stay up until we all fell asleep.
By the way,
Oh, so-
very rock and roll, owning
Yes.
your own breathing
Yes,
apparatus.
yes.
Sleep apnea, I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
Apnea.
And so luckily there was this Waffle House right next to the hotel.
I
we were
love
staying
Waffle
at.
Houses.
So he sat there. By the end of the
Delicious.
week, made friends with everyone who worked there. It was really odd.
And then he fell asleep there.
So without
and
the
snored.
without
Really
the
loud.
sleep thing,
Yeah.
he doesn't sleep well.
He doesn't sleep at
So
all.
he
really,
doesn't
yeah.
sleep. Okay, so he was up all night making friends at the Waffle House.
And then if he does get to sleep, The danger in that is if you wake up, you're not going back to bed because he's just so loud.
And he's looking for somebody to hang out with at 3 in the morning.
Right.
So the first one that wakes up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, screwed.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. How long has We Were Astronauts been around?
I think we've been around as long as the Goonies movie has been out.
Really?
Maybe.
That's a long time.
We've been
know.
born
Oh my
when the
God.
Goonies movie came
is
out.
older than you.
I know. No, just a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys all
you
knew
don't know, do you?
I like the Goonies.
I really don't know how long we've been
You
together.
can't answer the question.
That's okay if you can't. Just say no comment. That's cooler.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather not discuss that part of our
Can I
past.
get an easy button that just says that? No comment.
We have an easy button,
We
though.
got some buttons.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. We have a soundboard here that you might not be able to see, but
This is
all sorts
fantastic.
of
Oh, snap.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can sing. We can just say those.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice.
Wait, do that one again. Yeah, it's hot.
This is where we usually see the cops.
Is this where you guys go parking?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to later.
Yeah.
Nice.
Me and Antonio.
You guys are in the back seat.
Hey, that's where I want to be.
It's Jay from behind with Antonio. Oh!
Antonio's face is priceless.
That was good. That
This
was
is
I
where
am
your
not-
career ends.
There's like 9 pages here. I can't be quick enough.
All right.
I think you said that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
The
I did,
cops.
but this is where we usually
Scroll.
see them when we're driving. We've done.
By the way, guys, this is a great idea.
We think
Thank you.
so.
Well, you know, you're actually on our inaugural run,
Yeah.
Right.
so to speak.
the,
So,
the first real one.
so we'll have you back on when we actually get the rhythm of things.
Yeah. We're just popping it.
We're thinking we should cram the whole band in.
Yeah.
We're hoping you bring the guitar and.
Yeah, we could do that. A little sing along.
We did. We saw you bring your guitar in, so we
I
assumed
know,
you were going to come
huh?
out with it. And when
Why did you bring it into a bar
And leave it
on a
there.
Monday night?
just to look
It was-
cool?
it was-
He's a freaking musician. I
It
go
was in my
everywhere.
car, and it's cold out.
Oh, okay.
And it's acoustic, so I didn't want it to.
I understand.
Were you
warped,
planning
you know?
on bringing it on
I
the
was
show
thinking
with
I
you?
could bring it in here and you could sing Blue Jays.
Oh,
But you
could
didn't.
have.
I didn't. Not
Well,
this time.
next time.
So
Yeah.
who's watching your guitar?
Nobody.
It's just sitting in a bar stool.
In the closet.
It's by the dartboard.
Yeah, it has its own draft beer. It's sitting there with a shot glass in front of it.
Somebody's having a long conversation with it who's
Yeah.
been at the tee all day today.
Back in the day,
You're a good listener.
you know, I'm a guy, so I like to think that every guy should have instruments, even if they don't play it. Because I've owned like about 5 different guitars my entire life. Never could play one lick, but you know, I'd always bring it places, and people would be like, "Yeah, you just play me something." I'm like, no, man, I'm just not in the mood. Just you know, I'm an artist, all right. So they think I was deep and dark and heavy, and then they just found out I couldn't play.
I tried doing the same
And then
thing with
you-
an accordion.
And that
Doesn't work.
Doesn't
the
work.
same. It's
No.
like, get the friggin' accordion out of my bar. You're creeping the people out.
And then you show them the guitar.
The kid.
I was in a band once.
You were?
I was.
I didn't even
How
know
long did that last?
this segment's well.
I was 14 years old, and my
Segways.
parents got me a Yamaha keyboard for Christmas.
Love the hair.
Thank you.
And I was invited to be in the band. And
You
I
were
showed-
Ross.
I showed up, and
Like friends.
but I didn't know how to play it.
I don't think
And they
either,
kicked me
really.
out that day.
Well,
That's-
you
well-
They
should
didn't
have.
give you a shot?
You should have.
I
really
know they
been-
did give me a shot. That's
That was the problem. That was the issue.
that's the problem. If they had not asked me to play anything, I'd probably still be in the band. But they plugged it in. They all stood there. and They said, "What can you play?" And I go, "Nothing." They never technically asked me that. They said, "Do you have a keyboard?" And I said, "Yes." And I was in the band.
You were really focusing on your music that summer. I understand.
Yeah.
Just like Ross.
I was moody. Yeah, I can play chopsticks. And
That's
I got-
impressive.
I can eat with
And I
chopsticks.
got booted. That's great. That didn't even exist in that year. You didn't fail back then.
All right.
You were just.
It is Oscar night, so I'm gonna do my
Yes.
first
Yeah, let's do
change
this.
of the night.
Let's do
First of
that.
all, it's hot in here, and it's even hotter with Antonio back here. So
I am Asian. No.
I got.
So am
No,
I.
he is.
Yeah.
See, Tim Rice.
Tim Rice.
How did people not get this? All right, so taking off the first Antonio hat, putting on the second one.
This is great.
This is actually a Nike hat, so we're looking forward to
Awesome.
maybe having a sponsor from Nike at some
We
point.
might have
in
to
time.
blur that out.
Oh, how would I do
Only-
this?
There. It's done.
Nike's gonna call. Please don't represent us
Just
in
do
your,
it.
in your show.
So Ray,
Yeah.
question for you.
Oh,
Whoa,
okay.
whoa,
all right.
whoa,
Well,
yeah,
all right.
can I do that?
Yeah. Go
Or is
ahead.
there another format we
No,
have to
we
go
can
by?
do that.
All right. Oscar
interesting.
night.
Interesting
Oscar night.
twist.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were talking Oscars.
Did you end up watching all the movies?
I didn't.
You didn't get around to it.
No.
If you,
Most of them know.
if you had watched the first part of the show, you would have known we've already spoken about this.
Oh, damn.
He's gonna feel silly when he
yeah,
watches
when he
it
watches
later.
the whole
Well, you
thing.
guys just told me be outside of a bar, and
Which you weren't.
I thought I was gonna get mugged. You know.
Wait till you see where you get dropped off.
Antonio, how many movies did you see? Did you see any?
Yes.
What'd you say?
I've seen the Dallas Buyers Club.
I saw that. Oh, that's the other one.
okay.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
That's a
Great,
decent
great
one.
movie.
Yeah.
That was a great
Jared
movie.
Leto will walk away with that. He
Leto
walked away
was
with
incredible.
the
Jordan
Golden
Catalano's in that? I love Jordan
What other?
Catalano.
Ask me another one. What else have I seen?
Nebraska.
No, I haven't
Captain
seen that.
Phillips.
I have seen that.
That was good, right?
That was good. That was good.
American
Not
Hustle.
Oscar worthy though. I didn't think. Tom Hanks, the last 10 minutes though, he should have been
Yeah,
nominated.
it was pretty good. But the other one was awful.
American Hustle?
No, I didn't
Wasn't
see
that good?
I didn't see
Philomena?
that. No.
Nobody saw Philomena.
I
I don't know what it is.
Gravity?
Gravity.
I saw Gravity.
I liked
Gravity was great. I thought
I
that was
can't
good.
wait to see
So
that
what's
one.
left?
Everyone keeps telling me that
Wolf
Wolf of Wall
the
Street.
physics of the Gravity movie isn't realistic.
Well,
Well,
I'm
it was
not
all done
I'm
on
not
a
an
sound
astrophysicist.
They
Oh,
were-
I thought they went up to the moon.
You were an astronaut.
I should
would
know.
know.
You would know. Because
So-
the astronaut's upset about the Gravity movie.
So it wasn't authentic, but I wouldn't know.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
Cool to
authentic by
me.
the fact
Those
that they
gym
sent,
shorts are pretty authentic. I don't know.
they sent Sandra Bullock and
How old is she? 50 now? She's got to be pushing 50, 45, 50. She is amazingly beautiful in that movie.
she's beautiful in real life, I would assume. The movie just happens to be what she was on.
It's not CGI.
Oh my god.
They can do stuff to make
What can
people
we
look
do to
better.
make us look better?
You
Nothing.
just want to do stuff to her.
Unfortunately, we don't have the budget for that.
Not yet. We're
Not
looking
yet.
for sponsors.
Wait, does she
If
charge?
you want us to look better,
Start a Kickstarter.
A Kickstarter is a great idea.
Huh?
Sponsors, perhaps. Anybody out there watching that owns a business? I know Big Old Donuts is one of our sponsors.
One of
We
our
wanna-
donut fans
Yeah.
out there wanted a.
Have you guys seen that movie with Robert Redford? He's on the
I've seen a few.
sailboat.
Oh, All Is Lost. Was that
I
it?
don't even know.
It's a new one.
Yes.
No.
Where he's like 90 years old on a
terrible.
sailboat.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You shouldn't be on a sailboat in the first place.
It's
That's
like
dangerous.
It's Castaway at sea.
with Robert Redford,
Yeah.
Yes, with no volleyball. So terrible.
the
That was
best
the first
part
question.
of
Yeah,
Castaway.
Yes.
So
Well,
the first thing you did was you got rid
Wilson.
of the best actor.
What?
What was the volleyball's name?
Wilson.
Wilson, that's right.
Yep.
It's weird because it was a Spalding volleyball.
What
it
is?
was actually because of Wilson Phillips.
Is that true?
No.
Ray's trying to get a question in.
I want to know what the new CD is going to sound like compared to Outside Boston. I know you haven't
That's a
really
great question.
done much about it with it, but you must be going there with songs.
Yeah, I think we have about 5 to 7 songs we're working with. We're gonna show Warren when we get there and kind of let him decide what he thinks are the best ones.
This is going to be new for you, right? I mean,
Yes. Yeah, we
having to
pretty much
not
wrote
get
the whole
permission,
first.
but
Yeah,
just to
I
say,
mean-
can we record this? This
Yeah.
guy's his job
Is
is
to
to
say yes or
squash you or
Right.
make these songs better.
Pretty much get rid of your ego and tell
Is that
you.
going to be tough?
Well, everyone
I
should
think
get
it's
rid
be
of
awesome,
their
you
ego
know?
at the door, though, right?
Well, we're musicians.
Understood.
In the end, everyone has kind of somewhat of an ego, no?
You should. I
You
understand
should.
that.
You have to.
But as the writer, I think in writing songs, you know, you like to take all of that and all the creative power in writing a song. So it's going to be, yes, it's going to be a different.
Will you cry by the end of the week?
No.
Good.
Will someone in the band cry? And who will it be?
No, but there will be fights.
There will be
definitely.
fights.
We'll document it.
You know, I would imagine if there weren't any fights, it would be a pretty boring band. I mean,
I would agree.
You gotta challenge each other.
Of course. You are actually documenting everything, as you
Yes.
said.
Yes.
Am I still on for tomorrow?
Yes, you are.
Awesome.
Tomorrow
Oh, we
night.
just did a documentary. That's right.
That's right.
That's
you guys,
awesome.
you
Which is
killed
very
it.
cool.
Killed it, Ray.
I'm not gonna
babbled.
kill it at all.
I babbled.
I'm gonna ramble.
Ramble on,
I'm
brother.
gonna ramble and
on.
I'm gonna promote my comic store because
You
that's what
should.
we're doing it. And now who's the guy that's doing it?
Chris Cucinato. He
He's
does
good.
all our videos.
He's
He was
got a
good.
yeah.
great pompadour.
I was just
liked
gonna
it a
say
lot.
that.
Yes, he
Great
does.
hair.
He does.
Very reminiscent of
And it's
Frank
red.
Pino.
It's red, so
Was it?
it's a little red.
Is it tinty?
I
Tinty red.
didn't get that close to
No.
him, but yeah, I could see that.
Now, I had Alex Duridis asking me my questions, and I think that was a distraction because he has that
Yes,
voice. So,
yeah.
Ray, so tell me about how you...
You actually do that really well.
I'm like just being hypnotized by his words. So I think in the documentary you'll see me like
Start
just
to
kinda
fall asleep. Get a
not
lazy
fall
eye.
asleep, but like
Trying to hear him.
I was engaged by his words, and you know he also has a great head of hair.
Yes. It's like Kramerish.
It
Isn't
almost
it?
is, yeah. But what a great band that you guys play with a lot, and they're kind of up and coming
Yes.
right behind you guys.
If we go at all.
If we go at
They're
all.
awesome. They're an original band from Milford as well.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, how do you feel? I know before we met, really, maybe I'm wrong here, but the original scene, which is still kind of non-existent in this area, has been blossoming a little bit.
I think you have a lot to do with that, Ray.
Well, that's not the point.
I know.
You guys are the
We
guys
really,
are the musicians.
I would love to see more original bands pop up. I mean, I love.
And it's slowly happening, I feel like.
I do. I think this area needs a showcase of like one night a month of original music.
Do you think it's because they don't think that they're gonna make it because it's such a small town?
Well, they won't make. I don't think they'll make it.
I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Not make it so much, but do you think they just don't think it's worth it because they don't have enough venues to play around here, and that they'd rather just join a cover band? Which I got nothing against. Cover bands are awesome, but do you think people are more going towards cover bands or trying to do more originals?
I personally, I think not to get into a whole
debate because we do this all the time online.
An age thing.
I watch you guys. It's fantastic.
I think age has a lot to do with an original band.
Yep.
And I think when you're young and maybe naive a little bit, you have dreams of grandeur and you want to be, the next big original band. But I think, after you go through the, routine of playing out year after year, you start to lose that interest and you just want to play music that people know and want to hear.
So you should tell everyone out there, challenge every kid out there, grab an instrument, jump in a garage, and just start playing.
But I always say, to the cover bands that I know my friends are in that they still write original music. And I'm like, you should always put in an original song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Every night,
I always encourage cover bands to do one or two. Like, why not just sit there and write a song?
I love when you play
throw it
our
in.
song out.
Oh, yeah,
Sounds
Justin
great.
and I play Blue Jeans, and
Do
I
it better
love
than we do.
doing that. I think it's a geography thing, too. People in smaller towns, I think, don't appreciate the craft of original music.
And then you also, I think, have people kind of leaving the towns, moving to cities. Younger kids move to the cities.
Yep.
When they
You also get a lot of crappy original bands too. That's a problem as well.
That's true. Not every original band is good.
I am so behind original bands, but for a while I was going out and seeing nothing but crap after crap, and I'm like, just take your time. Actually play for some people and be like, is this good? Should we be doing this? Because you really shouldn't.
So being the timekeeper, I think we have some questions for...
Yes, we have a lightning round.
Lightning round.
This
is just
Is this the taxi? Cash cab? Am I going to win some money right now?
If you're lucky, you're going to win something in the back.
Okay, are you ready, Antonio?
Sure.
10 questions for you. And
Oh,
then,
as
then
fast
we'll
as
let
you
you
can-
go, and we will thank you for joining us on the first episode. Congratulations.
Wow.
All right, what is the word? Bird or grease?
Grease.
Nice. What distracts you?
Peanut butter.
Which super...
Wait. I know it's supposed to be a lightning round.
I mean, it just happened that way. I can't help it.
like
That's just what I was thinking about, all right?
I love peanut butter.
So you see peanut butter and you just stop?
I'm like, what do I want to do with it?
What's
Do I
that
wanna
do to
eat
eat?
it,
Peanut
or
butter sandwich. Oh my god. Like it's just over?
Do I put jelly on it?
I don't even have any celery right now. Fuck!
Yes,
Wait a
exactly.
minute. Better question. Do you understand what the word distracted means?
Yes.
Okay, because maybe you just answered the question.
You know what's
Because now
fun?
we're turning around and Desiree's desires.
Interview's
Okay?
over.
I'm
This is
distracted.
weird.
All right,
This is
sorry.
distracting right here.
Back to the lightning
Watch
round.
it. Put some peanut butter on Antonio's nose and see what he
I'm
does.
gonna go to his next gig, smother my face in peanut butter, and stand right in the
Well,
front.
that's distracting.
But only the
But he
Antonio.
didn't say peanut butter on Tim's face. He just said in general.
We're gonna find out the
peanut
limits.
butter. Okay. Which superhero would you like to be?
Batman.
When you get lost, do you ask for directions?
No, I just pretend I'm not lost.
Good, because we are lost.
Soon you will be too.
Sinatra or Bublé?
Oh, Sinatra.
Who's Bublé?
What?
Boobies?
I honestly don't know.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
Sinatra.
He's the next
He's
Harry
the-
Connick Jr. who was
Who's
the
Harry
next...
Connick Jr.?
You don't know who Harry Connick
He's
Jr.
No, I
in,
know him, but I don't know who the
He's
hell
in Will and
Bublé
Grace,
is.
isn't he?
Bublé.
Bublé's in Will and Grace?
No.
Harry Connick Jr. is the American Idol right now.
Yeah.
Bublé's a big name.
He's not my idol.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Antonio?
A Cabbage Patch Kid?
Do you want fries with that?
Yes.
That's perfect.
What's the deal with airline food?
You know, I really don't know. I'm going to bring a bunch of nips on the plane.
What's your favorite decade?
Well, the 90s. If I could have grown up then, though. I was, like, young.
All right, get out now.
Sorry.
Do you, and final question, do you believe in love?
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't know it was going to get this deep, did you?
You got, like,
well,
2
in
minutes to answer this one.
in a van of men.
This is the essay question, by
Yes.
the way. What'd you say? A truck full of men?
A truck
Yes?
full of men, yes.
I'm cool with it.
Jay had a great comeback to that. What was your comeback online, Jay? When I asked, do
I
you
believe in a thing called love.
I believe in a thing called love.
Oh, you guys should do that song too. That is a fantastic song.
Yeah. I've been asked to do that song before. Nobody should ever have to try to sing that song.
You just don't like the high songs. That's all.
You don't
the
like high
high-pitched
songs.
songs.
Nobody likes the high songs except for the guy that made money doing the high songs.
Like Michael Bublé.
Bublé.
You were going to be embarrassed when you find out who Michael
Bublé.
Bublé
Probably,
is.
but no, I'm sure I am. But I've literally never seen him.
So next time I come in this talking.
Well, we have to review these answers and see if you're worthy.
Let's calm down about the next time.
okay. I'm going to wear a ridiculous
Antonio
hat.
Casasanta.
Thanks, guys.
From
Thank you
We
so
Were
much.
Astronauts.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Good to see you.
Hey.
Oh, fans, I love it.
Take care.
Thank you.
I'm going
Why
for
did it
my
get really
next-
quiet?
My next change
He's
right
going
here.
in there to play a gig now.
That was
he brought his
awkward.
guitar in.
All right, I'm going for my next change.
You
This hat's
suck.
all right. I'll change
I
back
didn't
to
wanna
this
say
one.
it.
Somebody had to say it.
No, that was great. I
That
love
was great.
Antonio.
That's Antonio. All around nice guy.
Antonio
how long have you guys known?
Casasanta.
How long have you? Oh, I can change my hat now.
How long have I known him?
How long have you known
I
Antonio?
don't know, only about a year.
I've known him for maybe about a year, and
Maybe 6
I like
months.
to
Probably,
think
yeah, closer to 6 months.
I think I've known him for about a year and a half now. Maybe a little bit longer than you guys.
And look at how close we've gotten
He
to him
feels like
in
a
that
guy
year.
you've known for a long time.
Oh, easily. I mean, as soon I think the first day I met him, I started drinking with him, and it was just because he knew that I actually had a comic book store. He actually loves comics in general, so we just started bang, 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 Batman this, Aquaman this. Yeah, let's go get some shrimp, something like that. It was cool.
How was the shrimp that night?
It was really good.
Jay, we talked about the Oscars.
Yep.
What else is on your mind?
This
trying to think,
segment's sponsored by Jay from the Rear.
well,
This
you know,
is Jay from the Rear.
Jay from the Rear,
It's-
brought to you by New.
what was that?
Jesus Christ.
Brought to you by Jesus Christ
Yeah.
and
You
big
knew where I was
old
going?
donuts.
You knew what I was doing?
Yeah, I saw
Oh
that.
my God.
I saw that.
Well, it was the comics thing that threw me off.
Wow.
See, each week I'm gonna try and
Brought by Jay's competition.
Now it's getting hot.
I turned it all off. Everything's good.
It wasn't Every week I'm supposed to come up with a segment, and I think it's funnier if I don't actually prep because, you know, if I can think of something cool, if I can't think of something, it's like you guys care. but I was trying to think. I kind of wanted to talk more about Warriors a little bit. Couple of cool facts: when they were actually filming in New York, they actually had to hire the gangs to make sure that they actually didn't get all their stuff stolen. So they paid off a couple different gangs. So they would actually watch over because there actually were real gangs in New York at the time. They actually had to make sure they didn't get their stuff stolen. So they said, listen, all you gotta do, pay a little fee and we'll make sure that none of the other, rival guys will come down. I'm like, wait, is this just promotion for this actual movie or is this true? But I thought, it's on the documentary. Why would they be lying about this right now? It's kind of past the point,
But the scenes from that was just such a hard time of New York City.
Of course. My one of my plans is I want to get us all Warriors vests, and then we can all just walk around on video, going into places, hanging out.
I'm going to suggest themed costumes once in a while.
Sure.
For the show.
Hey, suggestions are welcome. This is what we're going to do. But you can suggest anything you want.
We didn't ask what you were wearing tonight.
I'm just wearing a sweatshirt that has sleeves because it's cold outside.
Oh.
But I have been
exciting.
told that I will start wearing T-shirts to fit the. I have some great T-shirts.
I love T-shirts.
It's a logo T-shirt kind of gang here.
I have them. Now that I know, I did not know. I had to prep the camera, put the mic in, I rearranged my truck. But that's fine. I'll
It's
worry
a
about the
learning
T-shirt.
I had to write on the
experience.
whiteboard.
I napped most of the day and didn't prep, so. But we talked to Antonio and it was a good time.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'd like to thank him and his upbeatedness because he was actually a little bit more excited than I've usually heard him lately, and that's fantastic.
Yeah,
He
well,
generally
he's-
seemed like he enjoyed himself.
I think so.
And you really need to go out and check out his music because he's incredibly talented.
Outside Boston.
And I'm copywriting upbeatedness.
And we should say that the rest of the band is stellar.
Oh God,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, wicked cool guys.
Stellar
We just couldn't
gentlemen.
fit him in the car.
No, and I know we only got a couple minutes left here. I actually want to bring up, we did a whole segment on Harold Ramis. He died not too long ago. And
The one that we didn't tape.
the one that we didn't tape. And I just wanted to actually give a shout out saying that he is actually one of the best filmmakers, best writers, even one of the most fun actors out there. I wanted to give a little tribute to. We didn't actually want to redo the segment we said because I feel like I tried to do it again.
It was a great segment, though.
But Harold Ramis, we were all going to miss the hell out of you.
I got an Egon doll for not a doll. It's an action
figure
from your store, Rubber Chicken Comics, as a gift from Molly.
I showed it to your wife, and
awesome.
she's just like, and she actually did the sad face. She's like, "Oh," and I'm like,
I opened it up, and I looked at it, and I go, "Oh," that's the first thing I said, and she laughed. Oh, because that's Egon. Some of the artwork that you can find on Jay's page, or maybe the Rubber Chicken Comic page, kind of tribute to Harold Ramis,
yes,
and his Ghostbuster days are really cool. So you might want to check Rubber Chicken Comics for that.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff on there. Tim Rice Photo.
Tim Rice Photo, TimRicePhoto.com.
Yep.
RubberChickenComics.com. Oh, sorry.
No. We already plugged you a lot tonight.
I know.
But
we'll take different weeks. This isn't the only show.
So yeah, you don't
Jay
have my
from
plugs.
behind plugging me.
We got more stuff coming.
I don't know when this is going to be out. Hopefully midweek
Soon.
or so.
Midweek.
So we got Justin and Ray at PJ's in Bellingham Friday night.
Yep.
And then
Tobe with Willie.
with Willie here at the Tradesman.
We expect all of you to come down for each of these shows.
And say hi.
Buy us a beer.
Good job, sir.
Buy Tim a White Russian or 9.
Get out of my car.
Good night,
you're
folks.
driving.